Welcome back. This morning, we're shining a spotlight on the Rake murder case as Todd Mullis is back in court fighting for a new trial. So a lot has changed for Mullis since 2019, including his appearance, which caught the attention of many of our trial watchers and many of my colleagues up in our Court TV newsroom. Mullis was convicted of first-degree murder for the death of his wife, Amy, by killing her with a corn rake on their family farm. He was sentenced to spend the rest of his life in prison without the possibility for parole. Now, his attorneys are asking that his conviction be vacated due to his first trial being, as they say, fundamentally unfair. So could there be some new evidence in Mullis's case? Well, on Monday, the pathologist who performed Amy Mullis's autopsy doubled down on Amy's death being a homicide and not accidental.
A person could potentially fall on a sharp object, such as the corn rake, once. To think, as a medical doctor, that someone could fall on something backwards, be impaled entirely through their torso, pull that object out through the back of them, then fall on it again, pull it out, and potentially fall on it a third time, which I think seems reasonable, is way outside any degree of medical certainty.
Now, the post-conviction relief hearings expected to last multiple days with more witness testimony coming up in our next hour. I want to welcome in now Iowa-based criminal defense attorney Lucas Taylor. Lucas, good morning to you. Thanks so much for coming on the program today. So would you kind of explain to us this effort by Todd Mullis's defense team and what they're hoping to accomplish in the hearing over the next couple of days?
Well, thank you, Julie, for having me this morning. What they're trying to do is, this is one of their last shots to overturn this conviction. Mr. Mullis has already went through the appeal process, which was denied by the Iowa Court of Appeals. And so now the next step in the process is to try to show the court that some error was made during this trial, and especially in this case, that his defense counsel made errors while representing him that led to him receiving this fundamentally unfair trial, and that's why the conviction should be overturned and a new trial should be granted.
Okay, so going after the former defense attorney, that's common, is it not, Lucas, in post-conviction relief? A lot of times after clients convicted, they may turn on their own counsel.
Especially in a murder case, you'll probably see it in just about every single case that goes to trial. A post-conviction relief hearing is going to happen.
You know, I want to go back and look at one of those big moments during the case. And this might have been a moment that tipped the scales of justice, as I like to say, when prosecutors were questioning Todd Mullis. And remember, he testified in his first, or in his trial. Maybe he'll get a second trial, who knows. But he's being questioned on the 911 call that was made and what he said. Let's listen.
Just try to listen really closely. I just want to know if you remember what you said. Right there, do you say, "Go to hell, cheating whore"?
No.
So you don't hear that?
No.
You didn't hear at 6:53, cheating whore? You didn't hear that?
I didn't hear that word.
And it's right at that, after you hear a ping, you don't hear, "Go to hell, cheating whore"?
No.
Okay, Todd Mullis might not have done himself any favors by taking the stand. Lucas Taylor, what do you think about his decision to testify? Is it haunting him now?
Well, it's clearly haunting him now, as that's one of the claims he's making in this post-conviction relief proceeding, is that his attorney misguided him and misadvised him in order to get him on the stand. And now he's claiming that his attorney failed in that duty to advise him of his rights, advise him to maybe not testify in his own defense in order to avoid being cross-examined and being confronted with that type of evidence.
Right, Lucas. I want to play another moment where the couple's son, Todd and Amy's son, Tristan, gave some testimony in the case. Let's take a listen together now.
Kristen, the defense attorney also asked you about using that iPad of your dad's, and you indicated that there was a time now that you remember you might have searched something or looked something up.
Yes.
As you sit here today, do you remember exactly what you looked up?
No.
Did you look up on that iPad killing unfaithful women?
No.
Did you look up what happened to cheating spouses in historic Aztec tribes?
No.
Did you ever visit a site which indicated the punishment for killing a cheating wife?
No.
Did you ever look up, did ancient cultures kill adulterers?
No.
And did you ever look up the characteristics of a cheating woman?
No.
Okay, so Tristan didn't do those searches that were very incriminating for Mr. Todd Mullis, the dad. Lucas, tell me, what do you think about that? You know, he's making these arguments, you know, about his counsel not consulting with an expert, you know, regarding whether the nature of the event was accidental, as you say, misadvising him about taking the stand. What about this? I mean, ooh, this was bad, wasn't it?
Well, it certainly sounds bad, but one thing you don't see in that video and one of the issues being raised in this proceeding is that that child is testifying via closed circuit television, which is something that the Iowa Supreme Court recently said you cannot do. And so one of the claims now is that counsel is ineffective for raising that issue and essentially forcing that child to testify in the courtroom right in front of Mr. Mullis.
Oh, wow, that's interesting, Lucas. Oh, okay, so of all the issues that the Mullis defense team is raising in this post-conviction relief petition, what, if any, of the issues has teeth, if you will? Is there anything in your opinion that you think just might result in this case coming back?
What sticks out to me is the fact that his defense counsel during that trial conceded that this was a homicide. As you can see, the focus of the current defense team is to establish that there is a valid, viable theory that this was an accident. And so when defense counsel essentially conceded at the opening statement that this was a homicide, this was a murder, it basically eliminated that route, that type of defense in this case. And that is something that the U.S. Supreme Court has even said, that defendants do have a right to have some say in what their defense is going to be, and especially in terms of conceding elements of the offense.
You explain things so well. Lucas Taylor, I'm so glad we had you on the show to talk about this case. Would love to have you back. And we have a lot of cases in Iowa, you know, not just this one, but it seems that we tend to go there from time to time with different trials. So thank you for all of this. Again, Todd Mullis' case going to resume today, that post-conviction relief hearing.